Laffy. It is a game to 13. It is game point if Mooncatchers can break. Bologna need to extend this game. They go to Laffy. Laffy throws Mancinelli. He looks upfield, then to the backfield. Laffy zips one through to Gasperini. Gas goes wide, centering to Kais Mate, and Rossi and Desmarais go into a somersault together.
Yep, accepted foul. But I'm excited for that matchup, though.
Vandenbroek taps it in, and Mate looks upfield. Rossi catches at the knees. High release backhand to go around the mark. Inside Mancinelli, then he gets an open Rossi. Rossi goes to Mancinelli and gets himself open, but didn't get the disc, but Laffy is there. Laffy inside, Rossi on the doorstep. Faking away, does take the negative meters to Laffy for the reset. Laffy winds up the hammer, gives it. Gasperini puts the toe down. Make it 10 for La Fotta. They live to see another point.
Wow, wow, wow. Just love this determination from La Fotta O-line. Just really grinding every single point out. But this is where we need to see those tactical adjustments. You can see their coaches out on the field with the clipboard, running the numbers. But fantastic work. Of course, Mooncatchers deciding not to use this as an EUCS ranking points event by virtue of they wanted to blood in their new talent. They've got a couple of fresh faces that you've seen weaved in amongst the lattice of superstars we're used to.
I think they could have blooded them in and still elected to go ranking in hindsight.
Well, yeah, but it takes a little bit of the pressure off, doesn't it? It kind of, it doesn't... If you know that you're in a game experience where you have to score the maximum points humanly possible, because that is what it's all about, to appease the mighty algorithm, is to score as many as you can for points difference versus your opponents in the ECS series. So I think it takes a little bit of the pressure off of those individuals when you know that every single point could potentially count.
Yonkers with the disc. Pressure on for the Bolognese. Can they keep him out of the end zone? Yonkers. Tight mark by Tognetti. Arders gets a touch. High release backhand as Mueller fills space. Mueller wound up. There was a deep cut coming. Ochinsky and Ostri goes for a bid. You got to start going now. Yonkers gets Arders on the forward dance step. Now Blasman has a look for the championship here if they can convert. It's gone deep and they have not converted. And the first turn of the game for Moon has given La Fotta their first chance to break, and a timely moment for these firsts.
Well, Talos were getting a little bit ambitious with that one, but it seems to have put enough pressure on Moon's O-line.
Back in play, Rossi to Jan Novak, who comes under. Around Simonazzi. He thought about the wind-up there, put it away. Gasperini, big meters to Rossi. In the middle, Talosri. Jan Novak now exchanging passes, short movement. Rossi thought about jamming it into Tognetti, but thought better of it and goes back to Tognetti. Can they break here and extend this further? Gasperini, still not yet. Rossi fires. Tognetti kick spike, and they've broken late in the game.
Oh, Stefan, that was quite the spicy D-line offense. I love the flirtation on the goal line with the disc, just saying, am I going to put it in for the tiny little pop pass that you're going to try? No. And actually the patience, and then that absolute cannon into Tourney for the goal. Well.
Well. I tell you what, I mean, momentum still belongs with Moon, but there is now a seed of doubt in the back of their heads. They've been perfect all game. They have had their chance to seal the deal, and they have squandered the first opportunity. They will still have the sizable advantage here, but there is a seed of doubt in the head now, and we've got a timeout on the field.
Well, timeout being taken, which I think technically you're not supposed to in the last 5 minutes of the game, and we are well into the time cap, but they've gone for it, Steph. So we'll take a very brief break. We'll be right back for the conclusion after this.
Timeout, La Fotta.
Come on, Brad! Back in 12-11, La Fotta just behind Moon. Henny, things are heating up.
Oh, they certainly are. Well, the tactical adjustment in that point did indeed pay dividends. Perhaps a little bit of over-excitement from Moon. They haven't been turned a single moment in this game, but even if this one goes in favour of the Brussels-based athletes, it will definitely be a big raspberry blown in the face of that perfect record for Moon's O-line.
Bologna trying to win the crowd here, and I think they'll easily be won in this underdog situation. Yonkers and Blastman exchange. Yonkers, chance to win the championship here. Second asking. Ooh, a absolute wobbler, but they hang on. Demarais gets it. Stacked lines on both sides. Arters. Up line cut, well defended. Now goes around Bontemps, and Austri keeps coming. Every pass he has a chance, he's bidding. Bontemps goes back inside. Yonkers there. Pressure mounting everywhere, and turnover. There is a call on the play, but oh goodness, it is getting tight out there.
Well, the crowd never enjoy a foul call when a team is getting to a comeback. I think it's disc space, so maybe the violation of some such marking infraction seems to be the discussion being had on the far side. But I tell you what, we talk a lot about David Barsazi's body control, but Tao Osri really absolutely gunning for it and getting no touch whatsoever, but applying all of this pressure.
I don't know. Watching that again, he pushes off a disc space and then pivots, and there's no touch on the actual throw. So he's called disc space, decided not to stop, made the throw, and then still called the foul. That's the way I see that happening. Am I wrong in that estimation, Hannah?
I wasn't paying close enough attention to the reset. I was thinking about Tal Osri's amazing defense. I'll be honest. Let's have a look, though. So you get the disc space here. But anyway, we'll play on. They're going to have to do it again, Stefan. They're going to have to do it again, but better.
Goes to Demarais. It's low, but he rolls and picks it up on a commando roll. Ort fills the space. Ort fakes the big one. Demarais and Rossi bang into each other again. Demarais shows some frustration in the foul call.
Well, I think he's just frustrated to have been boshed in the shoulder, and Rossi does accept that one.
This time, yes, indeed. Ort swinging. Then goes the big hammer. Anybody's, but Osri gets in the way. BFD La Fotta, a chance to send this to Universe. They're going straight away. Novak comes under. Now Simonazzi. Simonazzi goes to Tourney. Straight back to Simonazzi in the guts. Tognetti. Gasperini underneath. Widen around. Simonazzi inside throw to Luca Tognetti. He thought about boosting it. He went high. Great catch there. And continued on. Gasperini. Having a look. Didn't shovel forward. Goes back instead to Tognetti again. Gasperini wide open in the dump space. Tightening up indeed here. Goes around to Rossi after the in-cut wasn't hit. Now Simonazzi. He goes wide. Osri's there. Oh my goodness, Hannah. We're going to Universe Point.
Oh, and did we want anything less than this? Absolutely, categorically not. Did we deserve this game? Oh, La Fotta did. I mean, goodness gracious. You said that Tal Osri was going to bid any disc that went remotely near him. And at long last, La Fotta seemed to have unlocked the box, this Pandora's box, and are bringing out all sorts of trouble. Almost a stall out for Ben Orr. He just has to throw a hammer with not enough float on it. You think about the matchups that you've got in the deeper space for La Fotta versus Mooncatchers, something that had a little bit more time to sit. Yes, you've got the hospital pass element of it. You might end up with a big pack and a bit of a hit, but are we getting another timeout being called here, Steph?
Well, you might as well. I got to put my heart back in my chest. I don't know about you, but this is all happening right now. A perfect offensive game for the Mooncatchers. Perfect.
Ruined.
Not a turn.
No, it's ruined.
And then out the window, out the back door, into the trash can, because not only do they give up a turn, but 2 breaks back to back to tie things up with time already expired.
I thought it was the Italians that had just gotten a nice wine, dark red wine, and just knocked it on the white carpet on the front lawn here in Bruges for the Brussels-based affair, but they've got an entire bottle they've uncorked, magnum size, and they're just sloshing it all over the place now. And this is what we come to these tournaments to cover, Steph. As close as it gets.
If you haven't hit the like button yet, you better go check in the mirror that you still have a soul, because this is the most easily likable game I've seen in a very long time. An instant classic. Can Moon finally do it, or will it be BFD with the late game momentum? Demarais puts the huck away. Zips one into the middle to Oczynski. Oczynski has a look, goes to Arvid's car clinch. He thinks about the big one and doesn't do it. It's a very risky moment right now. Ort comes under. His last hammer didn't connect. Tight mark between Gasperini, goes wide. Demarais takes it in the backfield. Ort gets it straight back. Ort leads Oczynski. Osri has come again and knocked it away. Oh my goodness, Tal Osri is playing out of his mind right now.
That was insane. That was absolutely bananas.
I have never seen thievery quite like this, but the Bolognese may well steal this championship in ecstatic fashion. Tognetti goes forward. Giuliani hits the ground. Casanelli. Now Luca Tognetti. Not in yet, but on the doorstep. Going back to Casanelli. Tognetti. Oh my goodness, La Fotta have done it. Stolen victory with a run of breaks to end this game.
Wow. That was absolutely incredible. I'll tell you what, Steph. It's a really interesting game here. Obviously, such a dominant club season for Mooncatchers last year. This time around, though, here at Tom's Tourney, we have a new champion in Open Division 1 as well. Complete reversals of fortune across the fields here in Bruges. But what I really loved so much about the late stage play of Bologna was their intelligent placement of the disc. So many of those breaks of score were taken by just putting the disc towards the break side. That last one was an open side throw, but what an absolute grind. Really interesting. And watching it back, you can have a look at the different matchups and actually how they changed when Bologna finally turned over Moon's offense. They actually changed the matchups completely.
Yeah, they just got that chance to put the defense on the field in a dictating position that we talked about, the seed of doubt. It turned into a mountain of doubt in the backs of their heads, and Bologna carried that momentum forward. Tal Ostri, late game performance, incredible. Luca Tognetti, somebody get that guy a super team contract. They really picked up and showed the clutch nature of what this program has been developing for years. They have European Championship medal. They know how to win. And yeah, when you talked about that reversal of fortunes, sure, they started off and there was doubt in everybody's mind. What's happened to La Fotta? Well, this has just happened to La Fotta. They've won the championship in the most improbable of ways.